Really? It's more centered and not being a mic hog. Is it not showing up? We're still trying to get our audio going. Cassandra's being camera shy.
Can't see the button, but...
Can't see the button? Which one? Yeah, just tell me to move.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's definitely not the button I was about to push.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to an episode of Couples Therapy with your host, Edgar.
And Cassandra.
So we've been arguing about this, how we're going to start this out.
Yeah.
And so you have a problem with me saying...
Yeah, he'll be like, it's your host, I'm Edgar. And I'm like, you literally just have to be like, it's your host, Edgar. And you don't have to be like, I'm your host, I'm Edgar. It just feels weird
when I say it like that.
You sound like you're talking like you have multiple personalities from you, two different people. I'm your host. I'm Edgar. Like
I'm Groot.
Yeah, I'm Groot. That's it.
So this is officially our first episode of Couples Therapy on our beta cast page.
Yeah, on the page.
So if you're watching this video, congratulations. Thank you so much for the support. So what sucks when you do it live?
Thanks for
Thank you.
following us.
Thank
Even
you
though we hadn't had anything yet. So putting your faith in this.
Yeah, actually. I'm actually surprised. People actually liked it,
Yeah.
I was like, no one's going to like it. Maybe 2 or 3 people there. No, we have a total of, 62 people?
I think it's at 70.
That's more than my YouTube subscriptions, man. I have 10 subscribers on YouTube, if anything. That's because I don't put that much effort into it.
Right. It's pretty exciting.
I put more effort into this than I've done anything else.
We're working on an introduction video to welcome you guys to the channel, and we'll post it tomorrow for sure. So I said it here. It's gonna be posted tomorrow.
Tomorrow. You heard it from her, not me. We're making this for sure.
My work schedule. I kept pushing it off. But tomorrow.
It's pretty much what's been happening all week.
Yeah.
The whole work schedule.
It's been crazy.
You've been working all day. You've been working all day since last week.
I go in at 5 in the morning. And I get off fairly early. But I've just been really tired lately.
Yeah. That's the thing, you're still pretty much working full-time, even though you consider part-time, but you still work full-time.
Mm.
You don't get enough credit for that.
I feel like I'm working full-time. I feel like I'm always at work.
If you got paid, it's like you were doing
full-time. Which is
full-time.
why I look like this. I look so bad, so I'm sorry that our first video
it's okay, my
is
face
me
is
looking like this.
My face is super oily right now.
I would rather have that.
Really?
You would rather have an oily. I have no hair. I have a big forehead, and I look exhausted. My eyes look so swollen. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
I can tell you're tired because I live with you, so I know for a fact you're tired.
I'm sure
there's no fucking way.
They're just like, whoa, what's up with that bitch? I'll try to look better in the next few videos. But hey, that's therapy, right? Nobody looks good going to therapy.
What, do you want me to show up in a fucking suit and while you show up with a fucking prom dress? Fuck out of here. So, a lot of things happened this week. So, starting with Sunday, we had to go to the church and finally start prepping stuff for the wedding.
Not even starting Sunday.
Well, Saturday?
Sunday, for example. Things kind of started last week at the beginning of the week before Sunday, obviously. That was only a couple days ago. It technically started with Friday, but we'll get to that last because it has more to do with what we're talking about. Yep. But yes, Sunday, we had gotten people together to work on some decorations that we were hand making for our wedding, because we're getting married in a month, for those of you that don't know. And it's actually less than a month. On the 8th of next month. So that's another reason I feel bad because people are like, oh, you're tired because you're planning the wedding. But really my mom is taking over everything, which is a good thing. I don't mean it in a bad way. She's doing so much. So really she should be the one who's exhausted.
She bent over backwards for us.
So...
we cannot possibly thank her enough for what she's doing at the moment. Right now she's just working. And And top of that, she just started school as well, right?
She started working.
She's a teacher at school, but...
So school started, yeah. So she's back doing that and still trying to work on all the wedding stuff. So I'm pretty sure it's really stressful. So I think I look stressful for her. I think that's what's going on.
Really?
Yeah.
You're just going to pat yourself in the back saying you look like shit because she's working too hard? You get
pregnant and then the man starts to like go through the same symptoms because it's like pity pain. Like... They're with you, so they feel what you feel.
I think that's such a... Okay, so I'm not gonna...
I think it's stupid.
It's a real thing. Like, I've seen it happen.
Yeah, it's dumb, because that's the...
But I mean, the way they just make it sound, they're like, oh yeah, I feel you so much.
That's the man.
They're going through labor.
The man trying to take away the spotlight from her. Like, oh, okay, we feel the same. You can have that spotlight. So when the due date comes, I can't wait to see what baby you're gonna push out. Like, you know how I feel? Okay. Let's see if our end result is the same, because at least yours goes away after the birth. I still gotta recover, and you're just like, wow, I feel so much better.
If I start doing that dumb shit, though, get someone to beat the shit out of me. There's no way.
I don't care if I'm recovering. I'll kill you.
Bro, like, what the fuck? Like, they just make it sound like, oh yeah, you know, I felt her cramps. I feel what she's feeling. And I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. There's no way. Maybe I'm talking so much shit, but watch me be the fucking person who ends up being that.
100%.
No, I won't.
And I'll be the first person to call you on it.
It's like, remember that one time, babe?
I forgot you were gonna birth a child.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were holding a 9-pound fucking baby inside.
We're going through the same feelings.
Let me squeeze your balls
when
you give me labor.
I give birth, you let me sleep for about a week or two, and you take care of all the baby needs, all of them, 100%.
Isn't that bad, like, for the baby? Because he won't bond with you?
Yes, I have to do it. That's what sucks. And then as a woman, you're like, yeah, good, let him do stuff. But then I bet as soon as you give birth, you're just like, no, let me do it. It's my baby. Wait. You had no part in this. This is my creation, not yours.
But hands down, she has been helping us a lot. We've been thinking about a lot of ways to thank her.
So I haven't thought of a lot yet. Well, we've had ideas, but it just doesn't seem like enough at all.
But we're fucking dedicated to do something.
So if you guys have ideas, and I'm sure my mom's going to watch this, so we're looking for more ideas, because we're going to find something.
That's for damn sure.
If it takes forever, but I'll try not to let it take forever.
But speaking of the wedding.
So Sunday, we all got together, had the bridal party, and everyone come together, and it went great. We made some lights and stuff that we were all hand making. My mom was doing it by herself, so we all...
If you were there and helped us out, thank you so much. Let me tell you, that's a pain in the ass.
It was fun.
It was a pain in the ass.
I was stressed out.
It was, oh my god, I cannot believe, like, we went through it and...
But those... We
didn't do it by ourselves. I mean, I can imagine. Your mom did a couple by herself. So what we ended up doing...
She did a lot by herself. More than we all did together. Even though we all technically made, like, 26 of those
I made
things,
7.
And she made, like... 4, but she made like 4 huge ones, and we couldn't even get the little ones done. So to me, I'm like, nah, she did more, and she did it alone.
So let's talk about what they are.
They're like string lights. So you get a balloon and you wrap string around them and you harden it up, and then you have lights throughout them, and then you hang them, and they're really pretty.
So it's like a burlap ball.
Yeah,
right?
well,
it's like a yarn ball, but there's a light in there. It's gonna be cool. Well, I think it's dope as shit.
Lights.
I mean,
it goes throughout the yarn. They're like little fairy lights. But for the reception, we can show you guys and stuff.
Which we're streaming live. By the way, we're streaming our wedding live.
Not the whole reception, just a little bit of it. You guys can get a snippet of it. But yeah, we're going to record the wedding.
I don't think that's fair.
Why?
I'm kidding.
Not going to walk around the camera. I got better.
No. I'm not going to tell anybody to hold it either. But you'll should they see the I do part?
We are going to... I will live stream the wedding. But for the reception, I just had a great idea. We'll record anything we can at the reception, and we can put a video together for you guys so you can see how the reception went. So everyone will be able to see. We'll live stream the wedding, so you guys can watch it here. And then for the reception, we'll post a video later.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And we can do that.
Because the reception's going to be a couple hours.
Yeah,
so we might as well put like the highlights, and have a cute little video for it and show you guys how it went. Same with the honeymoon. Obviously, we're not going to live stream our honeymoon, but we can...
Hey! That's for the premium side of this.
Oh my god, stop. We can post pictures of stuff we do. We're hoping to get our dream honeymoon.
I think I could just vlog it, but
we could do that too.
I can just vlog it.
We're not too busy because we get distracted. That's not what I meant by busy. I meant like doing stuff.
No, it still sounds bad. Just shut up. Stop talking.
Adventuring around in public with people and.
I keep telling more and more people that I'm getting married. People that didn't even know I was engaged. Yeah. And there are people that, that know me for a while. And I keep thinking, like, holy shit, I haven't told anybody that I'm getting married. Mainly because I think, that now that I've been with you for so long to the point I'm just like, well, yeah, I have a fiance.
Like, you're
I have someone with me. Like, you're surprised.
Yeah.
Like, well, no shit.
You're like the lady that came to our house. She came to our house to give him a letter. And I'm just like,
oh, some fucking lady, dude. She came.
And she's like, oh, is Edgar here? And I'm like, no, he's at work. And she's like, oh, can you give him this? I'm like, okay, what is this? And she's like, oh, the information's in the envelope. I'm just like,
what the fuck?
Okay, lady, who are you? And she's like, what are you to him? I'm like, okay.
You know how bad that makes me look? A random lady came to the house asking you if I'm here. Mm-hmm. You answer the door and she's like, can you give him this letter? And you're just like, what is it? She's like, everything you need to. What the fuck are they? Paternity slips? What the fuck? You gotta at least say what they were.
I'm like, okay, what is it regarding? She's like, all the information's in the envelope. I'm just like, okay, well, it doesn't matter what I am to him. I'm gonna fucking open it. It's not like I'm gonna wait till he gets home and I'm like, oh, someone dropped off a mysterious letter for you. No, I fucking opened it as soon as I shut the door. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because she's like, what are you to him? And immediately I wanted to be like his wife, but then I'm like, his fiance. And she's like, oh, okay. And then left. I'm just like, okay.
Just so fucking,
please don't come to my house anymore.
Sketchy, I wasn't here for this.
Some girl. I'm just like, okay. And
was she fat?
No.
Was she ugly?
No, she wasn't. That's why I was like, who the fuck are you?
Oh, she wasn't?
I'm like, who the hell do you think you are?
Damn.
Like, I looked at the people and I was like, do I know that person? Like, I don't answer I don't know. You're not going to answer the fucking door or the phone or anything. So I was like, I think I recognize it. Like, it looked like a girl I worked with. It definitely wasn't. I opened the door. I'm like, fuck. But it was nothing. It was literally an advertisement. I'm like, okay. Like, what?
And
the letter, it was crazy. The letter, it doesn't have anything addressed on it. Like, it's just a blank envelope. So it was already sketchy. I'm just like, Hayden.
All right.
It's a bomb.
Can't fucking live here no more. Right? We gotta move.
I'm like, please don't come to my house anymore. Don't know who you are.
Fucking we should buy a ring.
I feel like
we should buy a ring.
I feel like it was like them telling, because okay, so it was basically from the bank, and so I feel like it was their way of telling us, yes, if you don't make payments, we know where you live, motherfuckers. We can come to your house.
You see how innocently I really just made like you open the door and just wham,
who comes to your house just to drop off a card, you, dude. An advertisement.
She could have taken our Xbox.
I would no. I would have let the dog out. The dog would have done shit, but.
Our Nintendo, bro? Like, what the fuck?
Not my GameCube. No, I'm just kidding.
But speaking of that, like, I kept telling people, like, yeah, I'm getting married. Back to the topic, because we keep getting off topic. We should just call it off topic from now on.
Off topic couples therapy.
No, that's a thing, though.
Couples therapy? Well, couples therapy, question mark? Because it's never really always, it's not always going to be a therapeutic. It's not always.
Going back to what we were talking about.
Arguing about stuff. So if you came here to watch people fight, you're sick and you need to go somewhere else. Anyway.
So I haven't worn my ring in 4 days.
Good. He shouldn't be wearing a ring at all. So he didn't know.
So let's explain the story.
Well, you didn't get me an engagement ring. For one, no.
No, I didn't. You bought me a ring one time.
I did buy him a ring. It wasn't an engagement ring. It was just, hey, you get me a promise ring. I think it's only fair. Hey, here's a promise ring. And I was the first one to do it. And then,
I mean, of course, I wasn't going to get an engagement ring, but.
An engagement ring.
No.
A promise.
A promise ring. But I've worn it since.
Not this. I have my promise ring. But I got mine for him first. That's what I'm saying. The official promise ring. I got mine for you first. And then I got mine, which is in my jewelry box. This is the engagement ring. The first engagement ring. Because we have to get another one. Anyway, so
who the fuck wrote this shit? I think you're just making this up, babe. For all I know, I probably don't even have to buy you a ring.
He's like, you're supposed to buy my ring, right? I'm like, no. You buy all the rings. Well, we both pick the last one. It's just what's happening. You don't have to do that.
So no.
But no, I didn't get
it. It just symbolized so much more than just a promise ring. For the time that we've been together.
Yeah.
I noticed that, I've had it since you had your engagement ring, and way before that, I've always worn it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm engaged. I just told people, I'm engaged. I kind of feel like you feel like, you can tell people you're engaged.
Oh my God, I know. Like, I don't know what it is with me, but like, I just call him my boyfriend because I feel like very
fiance is so fucking
weird. Like,
yeah,
that's my fiance, and I was like, okay, fuck, yeah, your fiance. Like, well, that's what it's called. If you can find a lighter way to say it, well, he's my partner for life.
It's like saying fucking Chardonnay instead of wine. He's my betrothed. Like, oh, I'm fucking sorry.
Yeah, that's what you are. You're my betrothed.
What? Betrothed.
That's what they used to call it. So
try saying that. Try saying that 3 times fast.
Betrothed. I can't even say it one time fast. Betrothed. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what it is. Sometimes I can, like, when I don't know the person, like, who's that? I'm like, yes, my fiance. But to, like, people I know, I can't. Yeah.
But anyways, I haven't worn it, and now I can see the tan line from my hands. I'm not sure if people can see it. So I have, like, this line. I've worn it so long. I've never taken it off, like, often. I take it off, sometimes when I'm, like, well, it's just bothering me. It's hot outside, or when I'm riding the bike, it's just, like, freaking pressuring, like
right.
I even have a blister under here, so this whole part is hard. So it's like solid. So it's like I can't even.
I have a callus. It's not a blister. It's called a callus. I have one too.
It's just.
I don't think you can see it, but I'm not sure. It's right here. And it's right under the ring, so it kind of.
I mean, it doesn't hurt anymore. Like after like the third day of like actually getting that shit done, it didn't even hurt.
It makes you wonder why it's at the bottom of your finger. I'm like, do I like make a fist that much, or do some weird shit that much that it rubs against the bottom?
Well, no, but I know for a fact I hold enough shit for it to cause this. But anyways, it feels so weird without it because sometimes I think I have it on and I just because the one I got, it had the spinning thing. So I like playing with that, And what sucks is my new ring for the wedding doesn't have it.
No.
I thought it did, but it does not. It looks like it does. So she bought me a ring before that ring, and I ended up losing it like 2 years after. And then after that, I bought that one.
It was engraved. It was very special.
And I felt bad. So I said, you know what? I'll just put all of that love into this one that I bought. Even though she didn't buy it for me, nor did she have any consent of what it was going to look like.
Yeah, like I said earlier that he buys all the rings. I bought these rings. I paid for the rings.
Well.
Just to let everyone know.
So
before they go, the women should do stuff too. I did. I bought the rings. He did not buy the rings.
So I'm looking at the rings now, and I'm just like, dude, they're sparkly.
Yeah, that's weird. But the thing
like for me, it's just weird because I don't wear sparkly shit.
Yeah, it's just because they're new and it's got little diamonds on it. But yeah, he's like, does it look bad? I'm like, no, and it better not. I already paid for them.
Like this is not gay, right? Like if I wear this many fucking. Oh, so what else happened with those rings? We ordered the rings and we got them shipped to the house. They were engraved and we were like excited to open them. I wasn't home when she received them.
I was so fucking pumped.
So she opens it, she puts the ring on, and
it was way too small.
So the ring was too small.
Suffocating my finger. Like my finger was like smashed. And then like a fucking idiot, I got the other one and put it on top. And
both? Wait, you did both at the same time?
That's what you're supposed to do, yeah. Because I put it on.
You figured after the first one, I'm totally fucked. But I'm going to just keep going.
Maybe I can live with this. That's what I was doing. Like, maybe I can live with this. Let's just have a fucking smushed ass decapitated finger at some point. So I put the other one on top. Just because at one, yes, they were too small. I knew I was going to have to send them back. But I wanted to see what it looked like. Fuck, I couldn't get it off. It took forever to get it off. Because the second one, like, locked that shit into place, and I was like, oh god.
That was so scary.
But they did come off. It hurt, but they came off. Yeah, I ordered my right size because everyone is so judgmental. And they're like, well, why didn't you measure your finger first? I did. It's my size. But when they made it, it was like a really thick metal that they did. So it ended up taking the ring down a whole size.
It is the right size.
The outside of the ring was the right size, but the inside of the ring that goes on the finger was too small. So they have to make another one. But they were real nice about it. I called them and they're replacing it for free. And they didn't even make me return these ones. So we have 3 rings that we don't need. You can't have them because they're engraved and that's weird. But we can probably put them on display. I thought it would be good. One, if I ever am not fat, it'd be great because then my fingers would be skinny. But I don't really have fat fingers. So maybe
You never did though.
No,
but I have fatter fingers than you.
Yeah, he's fit like a dick.
So mine fit. So technically I have 2 rings. On top of that, the one that I have already.
He loses his again.
I have 3 rings.
So
I can just like not give a shit about one ring, right? And just totally lose it?
I was thinking that we made like a shadow box. Have you heard of those?
I heard of shadow boxing.
It's like a picture frame, but it's a deep picture frame, like a box with a clear lid. And you put stuff in it, like memorabilia. As a lot of people do when they have babies.
Oh, really?
Like they'll put the little baby booties in the hat and the blanket and the bracelet and all that stuff. And then it's like a picture on the wall and it's got all this stuff in it. So I thought we could do something like that. Like, like
a frame.
Like some kind of wedding stuff, a picture, and then we could have the rings there because we don't need them. Okay. And God forbid you ever lose your other ring, we'll just fucking open the box and you can have that ring. But I thought it would be a good idea. Again, something I just thought of right now, and I think it's a great idea. So anyway.
It's a good idea.
So we made lights on Sunday. If anyone got off topic, it was you. We made lights on Sunday. And then Friday, we had our very first premarital counseling session.
That was fun. I must say, it wasn't that bad. So, I kept saying it was marriage counseling. I'm just like, we're not even married. No, like, why do we need counseling for? No, so it's premarital counseling. Mm-hmm. So, I'm new to this. I mean, I didn't go to, like, marriage fucking college or anything to learn this. So, let me explain my version.
Oh, okay.
So this is pretty much like a part where like the pastor comes over, or you guys meet up. You guys don't really. The pastor doesn't have to go to your house or anything, but he came to our house, and we had a meeting with him. And I thought, okay, so we're gonna be talking about what a marriage is. Mm-hmm. Pretty much, he's elaborating what marriage is and what roles we should take in and what we think marriage is. And the whole time I'm just thinking, all right. But it was the most awkward experience I've had because I didn't know what to expect.
What to say.
Or what to...
Like when we would be asked questions, we're just like, is this satisfying? Are we making satisfied answers?
For a while, I thought if I didn't answer the things correctly, he can just say, no, you guys can't get married.
I know.
Imagine he can just put that X on us like...
well, we can get married, technically.
He's like, no, you're not allowed to get married. I ban you from the churches that no church will ever take you. But I'm like, how can we fuck that up, though?
It feels like that, though, which is weird. Like, I'm trying to get that feeling out of my head, like, he can't do that.
No, he can't do that.
If he can do that, I'm still getting married.
We're still getting married. I'll be down after 8 fucking years. We better be fucking married. So you need to do these before you actually get married in the church, am I right?
You don't.
You don't?
You need to. Here's where I'll kind of explain a little bit. So basically, at least in my church, I know other churches are different. I'm sure some churches require it being done. I don't think mine requires it. I really think it's just something that is being offered to us. Sorry. Okay. So basically, yeah, it's something you do before you get married. And what he does, or what your pastor or priest does, they talk about what marriage is, but more just to see what your view of marriage is, specifically, more than if you know what the real meaning of marriage is.
Which there's no right or wrong answers, but it feels like there are right or wrong answers.
For them, because kind of there is. For a successful marriage,
common sense, don't say something that's completely off. Right. Like if you you think you should love your wife for all eternity, like, well, not all eternity. I mean, don't be that guy.
And that's what they're trying to say, is because when people get married, it's a big deal, especially in the church, because to them, or to us, it's a gift that God has created for you. Right. So he wants to know, hey, I'm going to marry these people. They're going to be married. And they want to know that your marriage is going to be successful, and that they married people who are going to have a lasting marriage and are going to keep it true, and successful, and
keep it 300.
Yeah. So it's basically, that's what it is. They want to make sure that they're doing the right thing, or feel like they're doing the right thing. I'm not sure if they can tell you no. I don't know how other churches are. But it's not something you're required to do. But it is nice. Like, at first we're like, we don't need that. We've been together so long.
It's just...
And as far as we know, we answered the questions pretty good. maybe with not as much knowledge as he was hoping we would have. And that's both of us, and I've been going to church for years, so nerves don't help too. You just get so nervous for some reason.
So what were one of the questions like we got asked? We actually have our little booklet that we had for homework. So we have to do homework on this. So.
Okay, well, here's one that's kind of common. So one of the things is it says that when you get married, the husband will leave his father and his mother to be with his wife. And obviously, yes, the woman is expected to do the same, but the husband. So this is the question. It says, what does it mean to leave father and mother? So basically, it had a couple of different answer choices, and we had to say, oh yeah, that's what it means, or no, it's not what it means. And so it's like a true or false kind of question. So the first option says, move out of your parents' home once you get married. That was a tricky one for us a little bit, because obviously you're married.
Bless you.
I'm sorry. So yes, leave your father and mother to be with your wife, but we know there's circumstances where you guys have to stay with your parents. So for there, it's kind of tricky. I don't think it's like a mandatory thing. You have to like never see your parents again and move out of their house, and it's more like.
But I mean, you figure if you're married, your wife is first. You can't be living at home.
No, but if you have to live at home, like if we were kicked out of our house and had nowhere to go, you're telling me we would not be allowed to move in with one of our parents?
Worst case scenario, everything goes to shit, and we will have to live with your parents.
Or your parents?
I'd be living in a cardboard box.
No, I wouldn't. So
next to the freeway, so I cannot live with your parents.
But here's why I don't agree with that. I think you can live with your parents. I think, yes, you should leave. Like, it's about your new family now. Not that your old, your family that you came from.
Well, that doesn't mean to completely disown your family. It means...
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're making it sound like we cannot live with our parents if we ever get kicked out. I'm not fucking being homeless. I cannot stand people that live on the street. Sorry.
If they're living on the street, no, they're not watching.
We'll make a separate video about that. No, I'm apologizing to the fucking people who love homeless people. Sorry.
Oh.
I don't hate homeless people, but
they piss me off.
Can't stand certain homeless people. So
certain ones.
We will make a video based
like Trevor
on that
down the street.
I have a lot of things to say to the people that can't watch this.
You know which homeless person I like?
We are not talking about homeless people. We're making a video about that later. So no.
I like the one next to Trans Mountain Freeway.
$dollars. He's giving you money. He's fucking homeless. He's not asking for
There's
money.
this one that sells art down Trans Mountain.
Yeah, I like him too because he's selling his stuff.
And he's funny, dude. He's like,
giving me something. He's not just like, give me money. Why?
The fuck? No?
Here, I'll sell you this. Okay, at least, fuck. Okay. See, that's a good way to be homeless.
Okay,
anyway,
it was my fault this time.
Yes, it was. I have a lot of pent-up rage for certain homeless qualities. So don't bring it up right now.
Okay.
Anyway.
Just say yes. Just say yes. Okay. Just don't bring it up.
So one of the other points says that listen to your parents, but make decisions with your spouse. Also, to give priority to your spouse rather than your parents. And that is where a lot of people
don't know how to answer.
Don't agree.
Okay, so.
Once they have children, for a woman, okay, because it's different between a man and a woman that I've seen, just in general. Women, once they have a child, to them it's child first. And there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, you focus on your kids and you forget about the one you married. You know what I mean? And he gave you those children. You know what I mean? So you owe them a level of respect forever. I mean, unless they're a totally unfit partner.
That's why.
I can see that. But if you have a good marriage, a lot of people say good marriages end because they have children. And that marriage was never strong to begin with, in my opinion. I see the point. Yes, you put your spouse first. I'm not saying that if someone was going to shoot your kid or your husband, then you should save your husband.
Yeah.
You should have that conversation before you have kids, by the way. That way you know your husband's not an asshole. Like, no, you better save me. Let the kid die. You can make another one. No. Make sure you have that. But I've seen a lot of controversy on it where they're like, no, my child always, 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 always comes first. And again, like I said, in a lot of situations, that's perfectly fine. I mean, I feel like I would be that way. But I wouldn't forget about him. You still have to take him into consideration. Not everything is about your child now. I mean, if your marriage fails because you totally ignore him, your kid is going to suffer. So really, you're not putting him first. I mean, the man is labeled the head of the household. Things are different, you know.
Because if you try to only fix your kid at that point,
is fine.
I mean, the last one to say this because we don't have kids yet, so we don't know how it is.
This is my opinion, but
so we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Like I said, I mean, I'm not lying. I think I would be that kind of person. I have love for a kid I don't even have, but I know when I have kids because I've seen my own mother put your kids first all the time. And again, for some people, there's nothing wrong with that. It just depends on how you do it. All I'm saying is don't forget about your partner. Where the men usually are, where the men usually stand is their mothers. I don't know what it is about men and their mothers. Maybe I'll have a son one day and I'll figure it out. But men put their moms before their wives. Now, to me, I'm sorry, but that is sad.
Is it?
Your wife's got to be a bitch if you would rather save your mom. Not save, but
if he chooses your mom over you.
You should never have left your house. You should have never gotten married. I mean, to me, I love my mom. You know what I mean?
Would you put your mom over me, though?
If you weren't making no damn sense.
So,
but I'm living with you.
What if I put my mom over you if you weren't making no damn sense?
You wouldn't do that. If I wasn't making no damn sense and your mother did make sense, yes, I would understand that.
Okay.
If your mom was also making sense.
If my mom was making sense.
And I wasn't making sense.
But you wouldn't know if you're making sense. You're a woman. You do not know when you're not making sense.
It.
Okay. If I do explain it.
I listen to reason.
Do you?
Sometimes.
Okay. Fucking bullshit.
I love my mom. It's a different kind of love, though. Like, I wouldn't put my mother first before you all the time. Obviously, if I did that, I would never be home. You have to think about that. I want to go see my mom all the time. I want to go visit with her. I half the time I never want to leave the house. I miss them, and I want to. But I don't. I come home.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want to come home to you. Obviously, if I didn't want to come home to you or be here when you got home, I wouldn't do it. Especially with how long we've been together. So it's not like.
Yeah, a lot of people say
anything. I just want to be home.
We should just get tired of each other.
And I hate when people are like, "Oh, you have to be home when he gets home." No, I don't. I just want to. I don't see the point in that.
Better have that bitch on fucking 4 o'clock on the dot, right. Dude. She better be here.
And people are like, "Well, he makes you." Like, no, that's something I do. He never once has asked me to be home when he gets home. I'm like that. I'm the dick that's like, be home.
If we're up to be like, fucking go outside, go play, go fucking.
Hey, please.
Ride your bike, do something.
Just do something.
Don't just sit watching Desperate
I'm the
Housewives
type of person
all day.
that's like, don't leave me. But it's okay. I'm getting over that. I'm doing better, sort of. But
she's leaving me now.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Like, I'd still put you first. I think it's not put them first before everything in the entire universe. There's obviously times that you're going to disagree. There's times that it's going to change. It's not always going to be your spouse first. But when you make decisions, like the one that says, listen to your parents to make decisions with your spouse, that's 100%. I mean, you're living with me. You know what I mean? Your parents don't pay our bills. Your parents don't clean our house. Your parents don't do all the stuff that we need to do. So if you let your parents tell us what to do, or, the other way around, well, then they might as well move in here and make some payments. You know what I mean? Like, they can't just tell you to go do something and then you go do it. I'm like, okay, well, we had something to do. And you're like, oh, but they needed me. Sometimes that happens. They needed me. Cool. Well, I needed you. I made plans. And then all of a sudden I get bailed on just because of a phone call. And that sucks.
Which I haven't done that to that point.
There are times where it needs to happen. So I understand that. But other times it's like, okay, come on. Especially if it was something important, like we have something to do and you totally are gone now. And for not a good reason. You know, if your parents called you and they didn't even need anything like of vital importance. Like, if someone's out in the fucking hospital or trapped somewhere, it's not important. Not important over, let's say, something we had to do together. Or to
if they were stranded on the road or some shit, I understand. But don't call me over to fucking gossip, you know?
Right. And not to the point where it's going to be like, okay, babe, I'm leaving. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, my parents call me, my mom called me, she wants to talk. What are we doing? Is that okay? Or do I need to make it for another time? You know what I mean? There's emergencies, and I'm not saying that's not okay.
Right.
But if you know it's not serious and, you know, we have plans, or at the same time, you know, you just want to spend time together, it's like, cool, we finally get to spend time together. Oh, come over. Like, oh, okay. I guess, like, we need to work on us too. Like, you know, you leave your parents for a reason.
Yeah, no shit. But yeah, I guess, you know, that's totally... I can totally agree with that, which, by the way, I put a check mark on the thing. Symbolizing that I do agree with that 100%. No, I do not put my mother over my wife, because I don't have a wife yet. So just wait for me to have one.
Okay, so as soon as we get married, it's on you.
As soon as I get married, it's...
You heard it here, folks.
So as of right now, I'm blowing you off for everyone. Okay.
Everyone. We're just talking about parents.
Even my neighbor. I don't even know my fucking neighbor. And I don't even like him. But I'll leave you for him. All right. So what was the last sentence? I want to go over it. I actually glanced at it before you turned it. So what does it say?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, it says, don't complain to your parents about all your spouse's faults. I think that's a big woman thing. I mean, I don't know how men work. Like, maybe you do go home and talk shit, and that's why mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws don't get along, because secretly the son is going and, like, spewing all this shit. So the mother-in-law's just like, well, fuck you. And then the daughter-in-law's like, well, fuck you.
I think the mom always wants to, like... suck the negativity out of you, so she knows there's something bad going on.
I think that mother-son relationships have gotten weird.
Have gotten weird? I think they've always been weird.
I don't know.
Like, I mean, fortunately for me, I don't really talk too much with mine. But
and I'll get it, but I don't. I really don't. Like, I've never seen a girl and her father.
So, by the way, she's not talking about me. she's not...
Issues. Separation issues. Like, it's weird. What do your mothers do to you? I don't. That makes you just... Mommy, I don't get it.
So she's not talking about me again. She's not.
No, not Edgar.
No.
But I just see men like that. And there's nothing wrong with having a good relationship with your mother. Again, don't fucking hate me. I just... It's a weird bond that I don't understand at all. Like, great, you love your mom. Great, you love your son. That's beautiful. But when it's weird to the point where you have to be with your mom all the time, or you're constantly blowing your wife off for your mom, or your kids off for your mom.
Then you draw lines. Like,
and you let your mom talk shit about your fucking wife, that bothers me. You should let your family, it's not on here. Maybe I'll put that on here.
Even though we've seen that happen in front of us with other people, but that's them.
But you shouldn't let your family completely rip on the person you're with. And I started doing that. And we're not married yet. Oh. You should do that all the time. I started doing that to the point where if someone says something about you, I come to your defense. Even my mother fights for you when she thinks something's not right.
Yeah.
And I hope you do the same for me at your house.
Well, there isn't so much to argue. You know, I'm just like, yeah, whatever, shut up. You know? I ain't got no one to argue with you about. If anything, it's your family that says more about me than my family even thinks about bringing up about you.
Not really.
Well, I'd say so.
If we hung out with your family more, they'd come up with something. It's just because we're constantly
with
my family.
Yeah.
So it's kind of different. But, I had something and I forgot.
No.
Oh, well, you shouldn't let anybody disrespect your partner. Anybody at all. Not friends. Especially friends. A lot of guys let their friends do it just because they want to look cool, and I think that is so horrible. Like,
it's just guy talk, though. It's only talking shit because, okay, it's something to bring up as a conversation.
So if one of your friends was talking shit about me, you would let them?
No, hang on. Mm-hmm. It's just something that we bring up. Oh, my fucking wife makes me get up in the morning. Blah, blah, blah.
That's fine. I'm not talking about you, even though you're not supposed to go complaining.
If you're saying someone's talking shit about you,
when I'm talking about blatant, like, disrespect, like... Not like, she makes me wake up and stuff. That's whatever. You're not going to divorce me for making me wake up.
Shit about you or
I'm talking about stuff that you think that we fight about or something. Like, If you're like, man, I'm thinking of leaving her because she's like this and like this, that's horrible. That's something you need to talk to me about. That's what I'm talking about. Or like if your friends talk about how ugly I am or something like that. You're not supposed to let them do that. Or if they make jokes about how I look, like a fat joke or something. Let's just say anything like that. That's fucked up.
Well, no, they don't bring that up.
I know, I'm just saying, for example.
If they would, that's their ass.
They better not.
I'll bring shit up about their fucking wives and see what the fuck they... Let's see who wins the fucking argument there.
But anyway...
She's such an eyesore. So's your wife, Mitchell.
Back to the thing. Just listen to your... Oh, wait. Don't complain to your parents about all your spouse's faults. Basically, yes. You shouldn't... If you have stuff to say about your spouse, you should talk to each other. Because talking to your parents, one, it's not going to fix anything in your relationship because I'm not hearing about it or you're not hearing about it. And then you're creating animosity between the families because now your parents hate me all of a sudden or my parents hate you all of a sudden. And you're like...
What the fuck did
I do? We were cool last week. Like, why are they not talking to me now? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. But really, I went over there and I was like, man, he's a fucking asshole. And he does this and does this and does this. And blow things out of proportion. And then it's like, well, now families have a disrespect towards your spouse because you gave that to them. They don't live with you. You know, they don't know what your life is like. They just know what you tell them. And some families, you know... And
you can make it sound so much worse so easily. Take things
out of proportion. Exactly. Like, I've got some family members, they just take it out of proportion. Like, I didn't say that. And they make it sound horrible. Like, I'm just talking shit. And I'm like, whoa, I never even said that. I wasn't even being mean about anybody. And then all of a sudden there's a fight going. And it's like, I never said that at all. So it's the point where it's like, oh, just don't talk about your spouse at all, ever.
It's like saying, oh, what did you think about so-and-so? Huh? They're okay. They're kind of loud.
Unless your spouse got like a huge bonus or...
And they make it sound like...
Right, or something like that. Don't talk about them.
It's like saying, oh, what do you think of so-and-so? Like, oh, they're cool. They're kind of loud, but they're cool. And that's all you said.
Like, man, yeah, you're talking shit. And then... They're really fucking loud. And
yeah, they'll fucking make it sound like, oh, it's like, you won't shut the fuck up, that you're too loud, that you need to chill the fuck out. And then... That's where they're like, whoa, I'm insulted. Now they hate your fucking guts for no reason.
I read into things, but I don't assume things.
I'm just like, wow. Like, I've seen how things escalated so quickly with your family. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I wasn't even close to that, but okay.
It doesn't always happen. No. Occasionally you're just like, what the hell? And all families do it, so that's not just my family, but...
No. But I mean, I'm just meaning, like... Because yours is the only family I can relate to.
Right.
You know,
yeah,
I mean...
I know.
Your family's like my family.
I'm just making it a point to be like, everyone does it.
So no, I'm not singling out her family. Mm-hmm. I'm not just saying it's her family. I'm just saying using your family as an example because yours is the only family I had. You know, like that.
Right.
I have a family of my own that I don't really talk to. They're on the other side of the fucking country, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? No? Oh. Yeah, your Mexico family.
Yeah. From Super Mexico, like you called it. Like, your family's not from Mexico. They're from Super Mexico.
Like Juarez is Mexico.
Like Juarez is Mexico. And I'm just like...
Mexico? Like...
If it's anywhere that doesn't have a beach and a white person can totally mispronounce, it's completely Super Mexico.
Super Mexico.
If it's not Puerto Peñasco or...
If they don't talk proper Spanish, it's not Super Mexico.
Talk proper Spanish?
I didn't say English, it's in Spanish.
Talk proper Spanish.
Oh, not English. That's what the UK is for. They speak proper.
Yeah, dude. We've met some... Well, I met a couple days ago these two girls from UK.
Oh, yeah, I heard
dude,
them.
They're... If you're watching this, thumbs up, by the way, for UK. Woo! Shout out to UK. They were being so nice.
Yeah, I heard
and there was like almost no slang within like their... What's it called? With their language. You know, we tend to say a whole bunch of words because we're lazy and we just make up words. But they were speaking so properly. I'm just like, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I heard that while I was watching TV.
So when I was like, nah, fuck that shit. And I'm just like, dude, I
sound so... Not once did they cuss to him.
They did not cuss to me. I mean,
they were so polite.
They were like relatively my age, so they can kind of like, we can communicate good. But at the same time, they're speaking so proper that anything I said like made me feel shitty. It made me feel like the lower class. I'm pretty sure like
I was listening to him and like any like foreigner he met at all that had an accent was so fucking polite, and he would like cuss, and I'm just like, oh my god,
like dude, like, what are you doing?
Look dirty, you're embarrassing us. At least make us look like we're from like a good part of the United States.
What is a good part of the United States? Where are you from? Even California is a shitty
We're from place. The border. We're not even from Texas. Where are we from? The border.
The border. We're barely Texans.
Barely classified as American.
And we're probably born in a place that wasn't even Texas like fucking 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Probably not. It was probably Mexico at some point. Oh,
I don't know how that works, and I don't want to talk about that.
I do not want to get
People take that shit way too far, and I don't care. Please don't talk about it on the channel.
But anyways.
Anything history related, I don't care. I'm sorry.
But anyway, they were just being like the nicest people, and I'm just like, wow, man. Like, and I met someone from Russia, from Latvia, from Ukraine, Brazilian person.
You're just like, what are we doing with our lives?
Yeah, I'm just
and
like, wow.
Everyone from America was a piece of shit.
Dude, every American I met, I just like,
except
wow.
for the few. I heard them like talk to one or two that were actually really nice.
I mean, here and there, but most of them were just like, hey, go fuck yourself. You're a piece of shit. Like, I'm like,
well, Americans have nothing better to do while all the foreigners are trying to make friends online and reach out. You got all the Americans like, fuck you, and showing their dicks, and it's like.
So she's talking about a website called Chat Roulette, right?
I hate that website. I'll never participate on it, so you'll never see me there because I can't stand it.
So what I do is I get live on Twitch and I react to like people that are on that site. And that's how I meet new people, which is
not very nice either.
No.
Makes America look bad.
When they push my buttons and I just see their face look like douchebags, I'm just like, all right, you know what? Fuck you.
But he plays pranks on them, and I'm too nice of a person. I don't like that, and I don't want to be a part of it.
Well, make it interesting and start the conversation, but a lot of them just skip you just because they see your face.
That's why no one's watching this video, because I look dirty.
Not your face, god damn it. Your face, like as general. And when they see my face, they're just like, nope. If I'm not a hot girl, they'll just skip you. There have been the few words like, you know,
to a hot girl once, and I was like,
I was talking to a hot girl once.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that looks so bad. So
I didn't hate her.
Where was she from?
Being mean to her.
She was being nice.
I don't know.
She was being nice, but I mean, I wasn't
flirting.
And
I was like, okay, like he's like, hi, babe, like he's like, that's my wife, and she's like, hi. I was like, hey, fucking, what the fuck are you doing? And then so. He was like, no, I just talked. She's actually really nice. I'm like, yeah, that's why she skipped you as soon as I fucking walked in the door. And
she didn't skip me, though. She was still talking. She was still talking.
Yeah, for like a minute. And
yeah, but she wasn't talking.
He's got a girlfriend. He's got a girl. He's getting married. Bye.
I always make it clear if I meet a girl, like, I bring you up. I bring up that.
That's not good enough.
That's not good enough?
You skip them.
Should I just get a frame of you and just put it on my side? Just like, you see this precious, gorgeous girl? It's my baby.
As soon as they get on, like, my t-shirt, it's my wife. She's beautiful. Yeah.
So I tell them to go onto our site, and they see you. They're like, oh, is that your fiance? I'm like, yeah, that's
been
her.
Really nice.
They've all been
the
very
hot girl. I guess. I just didn't like that she was hot. It irritated me. Like,
I mean, if you're talking to
I'm like, one, if you think that I'm gonna show this ugly ass motherfucking face of mine right now to that beautiful ass girl, you are sadly fucking mistaken.
Like, come here, babe, show your face. You're like, no. I'm just like, okay.
This is the real me you guys are seeing, and I'm sorry. I apologize.
You don't like that though, which is the thing.
I look exhausted.
Well, you just got off a fucking 8-hour shift.
For like, who am I? Not even like a female.
What the fuck do you mean? Am I
Girls
dating a dude?
Girls are tired.
Am I dating a dude?
Girls are tired, and they fix the problem by fucking becoming a new person that's not tired. I can't do that. I don't know why. I just look awful when I do that.
Well, first of all, because makeup is fucking expensive. Remember that one expensive makeup I bought you from the mall?
I love that stuff.
I didn't even know what it was called.
I didn't even use it properly, but I looked good. I didn't use it right.
Is that why it got wasted so quickly? It was a seat. Chill.
We can't make that
it was a seat. Now shut up.
What were you saying? Yeah, it was like $100-something. It was those people at the mall. I don't like going there because they're like, well, hey, what kind of makeup do you use? And I'm like, did you look at my face yet? I use eyeliner from the dollar store. And they're like, what kind of foundation do you use? I'm like, I don't.
It's called Au Naturel.
I don't know if you can see, but if I used makeup, I'd probably be wearing it for one, and two, you wouldn't have had to ask me for a trial. They're just like, oh, ugly bitch, can we try out your face?
And they sat you down. They only did half your face. That's how they get you.
Yeah, and he's like, if I buy something, can you finish her face? Like, they were just gonna let me walk around like that.
I'm like, can I just say, like, no to everything? She just completely walks out.
Okay, have a nice day.
With half a fucking done face. Like, half her face was makeup and half her face was normal. I just like, I could totally decide not to buy this. I can totally decide not to give him any commission whatsoever and say, go fuck yourself. I don't want it.
Maybe I should have just sat down and walked around with that. I don't think so.
Go around and be like, look what they did to me. They didn't even finish it.
Best makeup ever, though. I liked it a lot.
It was good. I don't think I saw him again, though.
I do. I hide from them every time we go.
Oh, really? So they are there?
I hate going to the mall just because I don't want people to talk to me.
Everyone looks so clean, especially at the jewelry stores.
Yeah, that's why I can't work at the
people
mall. They
there,
all look so nice.
They look like they never touched grease or shit with their hands ever in their life. They look like they've been touching crystals and glass and diamonds their whole life. You know, they look so clean. I'm just like, wow, I feel so dirty just showing up here with my fucking Guns N' Roses shirt and my fucking...
especially because they don't take us seriously. Like, a lot of people don't take us all seriously, like, when we're their friends and stuff. Because, well, they're young. Like, okay, but we still...
I mean, we have money to spend, dude. I mean,
adults.
Come on now.
Like, we're not children. We're just young adults. What time is it?
So it is officially... Fuck, I don't even know. Is 4:55.
Okay, we got 5 minutes.
So we got 5 minutes. We're actually ending this at an hour now.
Because I have to go because of wedding stuff.
She's leaving us.
I am checking out the flower girl dress.
We're almost close. We're close. We should put a countdown number like in the background here, or we should just keep podcasting until like the days go down.
True. All right. Now if we see, look at that. If we can't video that day, we can just post a picture of the days that are left. And we'll return.
All right. So just call it in here after that?
Yeah.
So she's pretty much just answering the phone call after this. She's pretty much leaving. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. We'll be posting also our audio on the Anchor app. We're finally having our Facebook page. If you're watching this, please like the video. And also, if you're able to share it, that'd be completely awesome. We're just trying to get more people involved with this. We're trying to also go live on Betamic, on the Betamic section this weekend. I'm going to go ahead and talk to my buddy Carlos to see if we can finally get it rolling, up and going. Which, by the way, shout out to the art that we finally got. We finally got our Betamic art. It's the little fins and the little microphone that was actually made. I loved it so much. If you guys see it, tell us what you think. And what?
It's really fat in that camera.
You look great. Also, do you have anything to say before we take it?
Yes. I'm working on the logo for our couples therapy segment.
We have another logo working on couples therapy.
It's really fucking hard.
I know.
I can draw it, but I cannot digitize it. Like, I was like, yeah, it's going to be a piece of cake. It's going to take like 2 minutes to put it on the computer. No, I can't do it. It's so hard, but I'm figuring it out. And then I also have an idea later when we get more people to do animations.
If you know an animator, be interested enough to be doing animations, that'd be completely cool.
Be neat. Yeah, someone who needs some practice and stuff and would want some experience doing stuff would be nice. Because we really do want to get bigger.
And we are finally open for sponsorships. If you guys do not know what that is, I'll post a link down below. We're open to suggestions. What's up?
I don't know what that is.
You do not know what sponsorship.
How are we?
Get out.
How are we? No, I know what a sponsorship is, but what I mean is,
if you want to help this channel look better, you want merch, you want anything.
We don't have merch right now, though.
Clearly, that's why we need sponsors,
merch right
Cassandra.
Now, though. No, obviously, I don't want them to think we have merch.
No, I'm not saying we're getting. God damn it, Cassandra. I gotta explain this to her. Okay, so you guys take.
When we get merch.
We're not getting merch if we don't have any sponsors, Cassandra. That's what we need the sponsors for. You let me handle this. All right.
You said if you want to help this channel, which is a sponsor, if you want merch, no. If you want to make merch.
Become a sponsor if you want merch. That's what it is. I'll go through it later. Go do your flower girl stuff. Go fix your belt. Fucking ruining my segment here.
I have a bell for the wedding. He's being really mean about it.
All right.
Anyway. doing.
Thanks for watching.
No, we want to get bigger.
We want to get better.
Yeah. So I started posting lately, or when I post, I make sure it says great things are happening.
I read the hashtag.
Yeah, and I do it every time I post, for one. And I think that it's a cute little phrase because we're just starting and we're very hopeful. And I think that that is a good thing to share with people.
But we got to commit to this. We got to keep doing it. We've been gone for so long, but we still managed to.
It's really hard for us to get sidetracked, but it's only because of the wedding and all the stuff that's going on right now.
Hey, if we can manage to actually do this while the wedding's at our hands and like around the fucking corner, we can do this.
Even if it's barely right now.
Even
but after that, it's going to be a lot more.
Doesn't mean don't expect us ever again. We're going to be posting this week again.
Tomorrow we're posting the intro.
Yes.
As far as I know, that might be it for this week.
Next week, I was thinking on Saturday we can finally get the beta mic going. But anyways, I already went through that. You guys take it easy. Thank you so much. We're looking for sponsors. Please share the video. Please share our channel. Please share our channel.
We'll try to be making shorter videos too soon, so
yes,
people watch them. We know that the hour something kind of deters people because it's more of a podcast. And again, that we stopped mentioning, you can listen to us on Anchor. We post our stuff on there, and you don't have to watch the video there. You can literally just press play and have it on in the background. Us
if our voices, are appealing to you. You can totally listen to us on the Anchor app. We're available on Google Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We're on Pocket Casts. Everywhere. So thank you so much for listening and watching. You guys are amazing. Bye-bye.